Today we're going to be comparing two different green screens, sort of on opposite ends of the price spectrum. The first one we're looking at is the Neewer $40 foldable green screen, and the other one is the Elgato collapsible green screen, which sells for maybe a little over $200, but retail should be $150. If you can find it at retail right now, you'd be very lucky. But just for comparison's sake, I'm going to be comparing them as if it were $50 and $150. Now, green screens are useful for many different things. For example, if you have a not so aesthetically pleasing room, but you still want to stream on Twitch, a green screen is probably your best bet. Or maybe you're making like a sketch video, you want to have a different background for you, maybe doing some photography. There are tons of reasons for needing a green screen. Now, of course, you can build your own green screen at home and it'll only cost you a couple bucks, but if you're like me and just kind of lazy or you have a budget for it, these are probably your best options. But is it worth paying over $100 for one? And exactly what are you getting with the $150 green screen compared to the $50 green screen? So today I'm going to be going over those questions. So first we're going to take a look at the foldable green screen. This is from, I believe, the one from Neewer. I think I got it for like $42, I think, for this specific one. But if you can find one cheaper, I would definitely recommend looking for one of those. They're pretty much all the same thing from what I can tell. So if you find one for like less than $40 that looks the same, it's probably the same exact product with a different name. Now, this is how tall it is. I'm 5'9". I'm just kind of leaning it against me right now. So pretty much any height under like 6.5 feet. If you want to get your full body for a shot, it's definitely big enough for that. This is sort of like a cloth material, like similar to like a t-shirt material. I found a couple times I've had like some wrinkles in it, and actually I've just used like a steamer and it gets it right out. And one of the great parts is it also has a blue side. So for example, if you're wearing a green shirt and you want to still have a green screen behind you, you don't want your shirt to disappear, you can use the blue side and then just key that to the blue color, remove all that, and then you'll be good. Now I've got a blue shirt right now, so this would definitely not work. But if you had a green shirt on, that would probably be a great option. And you don't get that blue option with the Elgato green screen. And if you want to hang it, you've got these here to kind of just hang up. So if you got something to hang it up behind you, definitely a good option for you. But the big problem I think a lot of people would face is how are you going to get it to stand up by itself? Probably for most people, your best option is to just like stick some stools behind it on both sides and it'll kind of hang by itself, because it almost can stand up by itself, but it just needs a little bit of something to support it. But the thing is, if you're close to a wall, all you need to do is just kind of lean it up against the wall and you're good to go. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who will be just fine using this and nothing else. If you don't want every single time you stream to have to like move chairs in or move something to support it, that could be an issue, but I mean, if you want to save $100, that's probably going to be worth it for a lot of people. Now it also folds up quite nicely. However, I've had a lot of issues folding it up. So it sometimes takes me a few tries to get it. What you do is you kind of hold this top right corner-ish and then kind of on the side, push in, and then you're good like that. So this is kind of what it looks like folded up. It also comes with like a bag you can zip up around it so it doesn't come unfolded, but I found if you really just leave it on the ground by itself, it won't come unfolded. And also you could probably like put it behind a couch or something like that, and then it'll stay nice like this. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can use to like wrap it up. It would have been nice if you could like Velcro it shut or something like that. But this is how big it is when it's all folded up. So it's pretty convenient. And this is the green screen by Elgato. It also has these little feet that you turn out. And so when you do that, it can stand by itself. Like this. So now it can stand by itself, and if you need to put it away, you can just fold these back in, and you're good to go. I'll set it down. And then you can open the top. So you open the top of it, and then you can just pull it straight up, just like this. Now, one of the great things is you can put it to any height that you need it to be. So if you want it this tall for something, you can set it to that tall. If you need it all the way up, you can also do that. And this is how tall it is when it's fully up. You can just barely not see the top, but a little bit taller than me. I'm 5'9" again. And in case you're wondering, this is what it looks like on the back. Now the material here is a little bit different than the foldable green screen. The other one's sort of a cloth. This one sort of feels like a vinyl plastic type feel. Now this isn't to say that it feels cheap or anything. It does feel very nice, but just wanted to point that out. And if you compare them, they are definitely like two different types of green. This is a lot more of a faded green. This one's more of a dark green. I think this green will be like slightly more noticeable to computer. I think it's closer to like the 255 green, 0 red, 0 blue. type of green, but I mean, whatever you key the color to, it will work. This one might have a little bit more success, but honestly, it kind of just depends on your lighting. Another thing with this one is when you unfold it, it comes up really quick, and I've knocked over a few things doing that, so just something to be careful of. So if we want to compare the dimensions, width-wise, they're about the exact same. Got it lined up on this side, and it looks like that side is lined up. The portable green screen is like slightly taller at the peak, but in the corners here, it's not as tall. They're about the same dimensions overall. You just mostly get the extra 4 corners with the Elgato green screen. So overall, if you're looking for a green screen with a nice, easy setup and you have the budget for it, I definitely would recommend the Elgato green screen. I mean, I have no complaints about it. It really does its job super well, pretty portable. Only complaint is it's a little heavy. So if you really are gonna be like traveling around with it, it'll be like kind of hard to lug around. But the thing is, if it was any lighter at the base, it would kind of risk getting a little wobbly and tipping over. So really the weight is kind of warranted. But if you aren't looking to spend that much and you're really okay with a tiny bit of extra setup here and there, the foldable green screen is probably your best bet. Also, if you need the versatility of having the blue screen on the back, that can also come in handy, so that's definitely not outclassed completely. And if you set it up right, your videos and pictures are going to look the exact same as if you had the Elgato green screen, so mostly you're paying for the convenience. And really, if you were planning on spending $100+ on the green screen and you think that the foldable green screen will do everything you need, I would really recommend spending that extra little bit of money you saved on some extra lighting, and you can probably make it look even better than just the Elgato green screen by itself. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more. I really like making these videos. They're a lot of fun. So thank you again for watching. Peace.